In Peppa's world, there are many characters who are fun and funny. But do you actually know which characters are the much-loved cartoon? Peppa. Is Peppa one of the most annoying characters in the show where she is the main character? You can be absolutely sure she is. Our favorite little pig is loved all over the world, but do you know just how annoying she can be? Let's start with the fact that Peppa loves to mistreat her own father. In the Treehouse episode, she decided to create a password that made really bad taste jokes about Daddy Pig's weight. On top of that, there was the day when the main character decided to kick George out of the treehouse just because she wanted it to be a girls-only club. Another thing Peppa does a lot is hate losing. In the episode where she loses a card game to Suzie, the little pig accuses her friend of cheating, which is a lie, but she doesn't want to hear about it. Peppa hates losing and ends up annoying everyone because of it. Wow, you have to agree that even though she's the main character, Peppa can be very annoying. And if you want to see more characters just like her, you already know, right? Another Cinewave is starting. Suzie. Do you remember the day when Suzie Sheep invented an imaginary friend and forced everyone to pretend they were seeing a lion that doesn't exist? Everyone knows that this is very strange and annoying. Or in the episode where the turtle Tittles ran away from the veterinary clinic, climbed a tree to hide, and Suzie said that the firefighters should cut down the tree to bring poor Tittles back to the ground. That is very aggressive, Suzie. In the episode The Future, she said she wouldn't let her children play ball inside the house, which actually makes sense, but everyone knows that she and Peppa have already made a huge mess themselves. Do you agree that Suzie is a very annoying character? George. Did you think we weren't gonna talk about George? Peppa's brother is a little pig who really manages to be very annoying and irritating. Do you remember the day when he grabbed the TV remote while Peppa was watching a music video and changed the channel? That day, he made Daddy Pig turn off the TV, even though it was Peppa's turn to have fun. There was also the day when they were at the movie theater and George got scared of a children's movie and almost the entire family had to leave the theater. On top of that, George cries way too much. Whenever things don't happen the way he wants, the little pig starts crying and forces all the characters to stop what they're doing to take care of what he needs. Alright, in this case, we'll give him a break because George is very young, but everyone knows how annoying that can be. Mr. Potato. Now, Mr. Potato is, without a doubt, one of the most annoying characters in the entire show. In the episode The TV Land, we realize that even adults know how to sing his children's songs. And do you know why that is? Because he never stops talking about it, and a lot of people think his songs are very annoying. What do you think about that? Mr. Potato seems like he's in a stage play all the time, always talking about his television show. Not to mention that he's always telling people to take care of their health by eating vegetables, tomatoes and carrots, but not potatoes. At least he never answered Peppa's question about that. And let's agree that for someone who talks about taking care of your health, he literally has the shape of a potato. Okay, that joke was terrible. Let's change the subject. Would you like to work out with Peppa? Comment the hashtag pig so we can get to know each other. Edmund. And everyone agrees that Edmund Elephant is one of the most annoying boys in the world. He is a genius who understands a lot about science. And yes, that is impressive, but sometimes it feels like this character thinks he's better than everyone else, don't you think? In the episode about Grandpa Rabbit on the moon, he interrupts what Rebecca's grandpa is saying to explain things that the older scientist himself was going to explain. Madame Gazelle had invited that character to teach a class to the children, but Edmund felt the need to interrupt just to show how smart he was. Not to mention the Science Museum episode, when he started explaining how the exhibits worked instead of the people who actually worked there. Let's remember that it's their job. Edmund didn't need to explain anything, but he did it anyway, and that is very annoying, don't you agree? Pedro. Pedro Pony is, without a doubt, one of the most annoying characters in the entire Peppa world. He is always late for all of his responsibilities at school, not to mention the day when Peppa's class went to a gym lesson with Grandpa Rabbit, and everyone wore white clothes to exercise. criticize. Everyone except Pedro, because he decided to go dressed as a superhero, as if he were different from everyone else. Please don't get us wrong, we love Pedro. He is the perfect match for Peppa, but he really can be a very annoying kid. And that's actually a good thing, because good characters also have flaws. Miss Rabbit. Miss Rabbit is not far behind when it comes to being annoying. Have you ever noticed that she doesn't let anyone else own a business anywhere? It's as if she were the boss of all the other characters. And if you think that's a good thing, it's not quite like that. It's true that Miss Rabbit really works more than other people, but at the same time, she keeps most of the money for herself and doesn't let the other characters get rich. Not to mention that if there's someone who doesn't like Miss Rabbit, that person is still forced to give money to the character, because sooner or later, everyone is going to have to buy things from Miss Rabbit. Maybe you've already bought things from Miss Rabbit. She is also the boss of the city's television channels, which makes it clear that this character is watching everyone in the city, since it has been proven that they are being filmed at all times. There's a new video here every day, so subscribe and hit the bell to stay up to date. Mr. Bull. And who doesn't get annoyed with Mr. Bull every time he decides to block the city traffic and dig holes in the road? Not to mention the head exploding noise that disrupts everyone's thoughts. If there's one thing Mr. Bull does, it's noise and chaos. He has had to fix the roof of Madame Gazelle's school several times, and do you know why? Because he never does the job right, and some people think he always leaves some kind of flaw in the roof just so he can keep getting paid to repair the school building. And another thing that makes Mr. Bull annoying is that, for many years, he kept showing up at Madame Gazelle's school even without having a child who went there. That is very annoying. Do you agree? Grandpa Rabbit. Grandpa Rabbit is a character that everyone is afraid of, but he is also very annoying. Super annoying, to be honest. There was one day when he took Peppa and George, along with Granny Pig and her friends, into space, without them agreeing to it. Grandpa Rabbit is very annoying. He has a style that is very scary, but at the same time, people don't have patience with him. There was the day when he went to give a gym class to the children at Peppa's school, and on that day, Rebecca's grandpa made 4-year-old kids do very difficult exercises, which is very dangerous. Not to mention the Science Museum episode, when he put Edmund inside a rocket and launched a child into the sky without any concern about the elephant getting hurt. Even though Edmund can be an annoying kid sometimes, we have to remember that he is a child. That's why Grandpa Rabbit makes it onto our list, not only as very annoying, but also as a very scary character. Mr. Wolf. Do you know Mr. Wolf? This character is also very annoying and scary, but in his case, it's because he likes following Daddy Pig around and saying that he would like to devour the little pigs. In the episode The New House, Mr. Wolf asked Daddy Pig where he lived, because the truth is that the villain wanted to blow down the pig's house, knock everything down, and commit a crime. In the episode The Little Boat, Mr. Wolf was alone with Daddy Pig in the middle of the lake and said he was hungry. He said this while looking at Peppa's dad. And maybe you think that's just scary and not annoying, but the truth is that Mr. Wolf does these things as a form of provocation to scare people. He is not going to do anything he is talking about. He makes references to the story of the 3 little pigs, and that is a kind of very mean and annoying joke that no one finds funny. Mr. Fox. Mr. Fox is very annoying, maybe one of the most annoying of all. This character is without a doubt a thief, and everyone knows that, but nobody does anything. There was the day when Mr. Fox stole all the items from Emily Elephant's booth during the school fair. The idea of that fair was to raise money to fix the school roof, and Mr. Fox stole one of the booths, harming his own child's school. There was also the night when he showed up in Grandpa Pig's garden to steal the chickens belonging to Peppa's grandpa. Wow, that is very annoying, and without a doubt, this character is one of those with the most flaws that make fans angry. Dr. Hamster. Dr. Hamster is another character who is really very annoying, but not to us, the fans. She is annoying to the turtle Tittles. This character is so annoying that the poor turtle keeps running away from the veterinary clinic. And for a turtle to run away, even moving slowly, it means she has many reasons to escape from a safe place and climb trees. And the only reason is because her owner is very annoying. But we still don't know exactly what Dr. Hamster does that is so bad. Could it be some kind of cruelty? Mrs. Badger. Mrs. Badger is also an annoying character, mainly because she is a farmer who likes to drive her tractor in the middle of city traffic, making cars move slowly. That delayed everyone. And let's agree that being stuck in traffic for a long time is very annoying, especially when it's someone else's fault. That's why Mrs. Badger makes it onto our list as a character who can be very annoying. Richard. Richard Rabbit is also a character who is very annoying. In the episode where he is at the playground with the other children, everyone has their turn to play on the playground, everyone except Richard, who refuses to wait and cuts in line. When Rebecca doesn't let him do that, the little rabbit cries and forces Grandpa Rabbit to break the rules for him, and that is very annoying and unfair. That's why Rebecca's brother is one of the characters who definitely needs to be on our list. Do you agree with that? If you liked our list, you'll be happy to know that
we've left 2 videos on your screen so you can choose and keep having fun with us. See you in the next video.